Welcome to the Bradshaw Chronicles. This is your host, Christy Bradshaw. It's so good to have you guys tune in. We're over 500,000 people listen in every month, and it's rising. Thank you so much. We have exciting guests that come up every week. They are some up and coming, and some are already out there, and you may know them. I hope that you'll continue to tune in for the show. You can find me at christybradshaw.blogspot.com. You can send me a message through there. You can also watch the show on that link. Go in there and check out the videos. There will be new shows on there every Monday and Friday night. You will also find archives of all of our other shows that we've done in the past that rotate in there as well. And that's christybradshaw.blogspot.com. If you look up B Chronicles in Twitter, I'm there. You follow me, and I'll follow you. You can look us up on Facebook. We're in there as well. There's a page for Christy Bradshaw, and there's also a page for the Bradshaw Chronicles. We are on GTN every Monday and Friday night. www.worldtv.com/Ghost Tales TV. Friday night's host is Brian Lee Watley, and you will find me on Monday night. We're also on WROM Radio, www.realmsofmusic.com. You can hear us in audio there. I would like to thank Joel Heslop and Barry Burford. Together they designed the song that you hear now behind me. Thank you so much. You guys are great. If you'll stay tuned after the show, we'll have music. Now, on with the show. On today's show, we have the beautiful and very talented Michelle Shields. Michelle is actress in the film Frankenstein 2011. We're going to talk to her about that and some other projects that she has coming. Welcome, Michelle Shields, to the show today. How are you doing, Michelle?
Oh, I'm doing great today. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm so glad you're here.
Me too. I'm very happy to be doing this. Very excited.
Tell us about Frankenstein 2011.
Frankenstein 2011.
Okay.
It's going to be out this year. I'm super excited about it. Yeah, it's going to be a Halloween release. So, perfect time to go see a Frankenstein movie, you know, Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely going to be pretty exciting. This is one film that I am just so psyched for. It's not your typical Frankenstein story. It tells more about the story between Frankenstein and the Frankenstein monster and Elizabeth. And I get to play Elizabeth Frankenstein. So, it's like a childhood dream realized right there, because I grew up watching, all the Universal films and Hammer House, and I was always a really big, the classical monsters fan and everything like that. So, I'm very excited to play Elizabeth Frankenstein in it, and she's a really awesome character. It's a period piece, so it takes place in the same time as the story was written, so in the 1800s. So during that time, women were, just supposed to kind of be seen and not heard and all that fun stuff. But Elizabeth, she really starts to give everyone a run for their money. So it's really something I was very happy to be a part of.
Sounds really good.
Yeah.
I like those kind of movies too. The older time period type shows. I think they're really cool.
Oh yeah, it was very fun just putting on a corset every day. that gets you after a while.
I bet. So what else do you have going on?
That one's going to be out in October, but before that, I did a movie a while back last year called Sister Mary with Scott Franke and James Vallow, and we're actually going to have a premiere. It's going to be, the place is escaping me, but you can definitely go to my Facebook and find out about it. It's going to be July 16th. It's going to be premiering called Sister Mary. It's got Judith Nuda, it's got Bruce Valanche, and so I'm pretty excited to see that one as well. And then post-mortem, I was just at Days of the Dead this past weekend, and that was a really fun, really long, fun weekend convention, I'll tell you.
I bet.
But post-mortem, the first chapter was available there. And I do that with Cameron Scott film, and I do that with Linnea Quigley, Jim O'Rear, Monique Dupree, a bunch of great stars in that one too. I'm going to be filming film Slasher. Zach Daggy wrote. I'm going to be doing that later on in the year. So I have a lot of projects coming up I'm kind of all over the place. I don't know what to talk about first.
Well, it sounds pretty good. It sounds like you have everything going just right for you.
Yeah, it's good to be busy. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah. Well, are these movies going to be in theaters near us?
Frankenstein, I know he wants to put it in theaters around Illinois and everything. I'm not sure how far out they're going to go, but I do know that Frankenstein, they already have, I think, distribution for that one. So it will be available for sale around the country.
Awesome.
And I do believe Sister Mary, too, already has distribution. That one, it should be for sale over the country. And Sister Mary, I'm pretty sure that one will be available on Netflix, too, because a lot of people are doing that now, too, with their film.
I watched a little clip of yours on YouTube, and it was, it kind of made it look like you were going to get married.
Oh, yeah, special day.
Yeah, and in the end, it was completely different. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was Scott Greinke. He did the Sister Mary film. That's one of the shorts that I've done that I'm actually most proud of.
That was really amazing. I mean, because you had me going all the way through.
Thank you. I really thought you did a good job on it.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
Where was that filmed?
It was actually filmed right around Great Lakes in Illinois here. It really wasn't too far from my house. We did use an apartment in Chicago. It was kind of filmed sporadically around, kind of the Chicago area.
That was an incredible setting, at the end where you're walking through those arches.
Oh, yeah. That place was gorgeous. It was like a Japanese garden.
That was incredible.
Yeah, I guess people would go there and, take wedding photos and everything. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, it was a whole vast, garden area. They had, a waterfall and everything. It was very beautiful. And those arches, I'm kind of short, so I didn't really have to duck, but James, who was walking with me, James Vallow, he had ducked the whole time. And I'm like, yeah, it's nice being short.
Oh, that was really good. Really good.
Yeah, Scott, actually, that was his final video that he did because he actually has a master's degree in filmmaking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a teacher too, part time. When he's not doing the filming and all that fun stuff like we do, but he's a teacher, and he asked me to be a part of that for him, and I think he's a great director and a great editor. Anytime he asks me to be in a project for him, I will definitely do it because he's a great guy to work with, and I was really happy with the way that special day turned out. And I mean, he's very talented. I don't know if you saw the other video I have on there called Visiting Hours.
I didn't get to watch that one.
That one is pretty amazing because it's again me and James Vallow, and I'm in a cage, and he's sitting outside the cage, and we're having dialogue. Oh. And what's great about this is not one person in that entire short is acting with another person. We were all filmed separately on different green screens, and he put us all together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can't even tell. Even the bars in front of my face were green screened and edited in later.
That is incredible. I'll have to go back and watch that one.
Yeah, a lot of people, I tell them that the whole thing was green screened, and they're like, really? There wasn't even a cage? I'm like, no, there wasn't even a cage.
Oh, that's incredible. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, he's a great director, and he's great to work with.
I am so excited for everything coming.
Yeah, thanks. I'm pretty excited, too.
Yeah, I'm excited to get to tell everybody about it. I have a lot of fans and friends that listen in, and they're always interested in up-and-coming people, and they're always interested in hearing something that they haven't heard. Even the little short clips, to get to go and watch those is incredible for them. They all get excited about that, so I'm going to be sure and point them that direction, too.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Comic Book Diva? What's going on with that?
Well, I'm also a part of Comic Book Divas.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Hughes, he has a comic book company called Comic Book Divas, and it's a really great idea, and I'm surprised that they haven't really done it sooner, but, he's amazing, he's doing it, and it's doing really well. What they do is they take actresses and models and their likeness, and they use their likeness in the comic book.
Oh,
So where you can never really meet Bruce Wayne, you know, you can meet Michelle Shields.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they got me as a superhero, Miss Marvelous, in Behind the Mask. They got me in as a vampire named Sapphire in Fangs. They got me doing a bunch of different stuff.
That is
and
so
it's,
cool.
Really neat, yeah.
Well,
it's really surreal to open a comic book and see yourself in it, I'll tell you.
Oh, wow. And I do have a lot of fans that like the comic books, too. I have a lot of people who like that.
Oh, yeah, honestly, I'm a pretty big nerd all around. But one thing I really love is comic books. I grew up, you know, reading comic books. I've always been a real big, you know, superhero fan, Batman fan especially, since I was very little. And, you know, I build model kits, I collect action figures, video games. I'm just all around nerd. But I love comic books, and, like, that's another, like, childhood thing. Like, I'm in a comic book. You know, it's one thing that I still haven't really wrapped my brain around. But, yeah, it's pretty fun stuff, and you know, you can go to their website and you can definitely order the comic books. You know, comicbookdivas.com, and they always have new issues coming out. Or, you know, if I'm appearing at a convention, you know, I usually have some for sale. Like this past weekend at Days of the Dead, I had Things issue 1 for sale.
Oh, wow.
Also in, oh gosh, I think my mind is so backwards from this weekend, I still haven't really got things straight. But I'll be at Flashback Weekend in Rosemont this year. I think it's in September or October, but I'll be there, and I'll actually have a special edition of Fangs with a variant cover with me on the cover. So that'll be a collector one to get. If anyone's in the area, definitely stop by and pick up that comic too.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Comic books with you in it. How cool is that? I love it. Yeah.
It's pretty neat what they do with that. They have a bunch of girls that they use, but yeah, I'm very happy to, you know, be a supporter of them and help them out. It's pretty fun stuff.
Well, you want to tell everybody where they can find you online?
Yeah, they can definitely find me on Facebook. Everybody does the Facebook these days, so.
Yeah.
You can find me on there, Michelle Shields, actress, at Facebook.com. You can also watch me on YouTube, The Michelle Shields, and I still have a MySpace. I know it's kind of like a graveyard over there. I do check it every once in a while, but people still use it. So you definitely still find me on there. But yeah, definitely follow me on the Facebook. You know, I do that the most. You know, whenever I have new things coming up, I post about it on there. That's where people can really keep up to date with things I'm doing.
I appreciate you so much coming on today. I think you've been a joy to have here, and I'm so interested in seeing what you have coming out. So.
Oh, thank you very much. I you know, my throat's a little sore from the weekend, but I'm glad I'm able to have a voice.
Aww.
And you can hear me and be on the program and everything. I'm very honored to be a part of it. So thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming on, and come back after, you know, maybe after Frankenstein 2011 gets out there. Come back.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'll have a lot more to talk about.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
What kind of animal is that?
I'm afraid that's not an animal. Natch, sir, give me your telescope, now.
Gentlemen, we need to return to the church.
In a moment, Doctor.
You don't understand. It shouldn't see her.
Why?
It's too late for that, Frankenstein. Whatever's up on that hill is looking right at us.
Again, thank you so much for being here. Check us out at christybradshaw.blogspot.com. You can watch the videos there and catch up on some old shows if you missed them. We're recording history with every show.